Well, here we go. This should be it. We're alive. A bit early, but that's not true because a wizard is never late, nor is he early. He arrives exactly when he means to. And I wanted to arrive right now. So I'm here. And I hope you guys are too. And I hope this is working a ton better than it was before with this streaming software because I'm now using Streamlabs, hopefully properly. Um, just don't see the stream chat yet. Let me see it yet. Let's. This should work. I think I see some chat going on. Yep, there it goes. Yeah, it's your first time not being late. You're a good apprentice wizard, have one. Close some things that I don't use. I don't want to use Teams right now. Or Steam. Also have to get used to this stuff a little bit again, because it's a new laptop, Windows 11. That's something I'm not used to yet. And I hope you guys do not hear the music of the big band in the background, because for me it's quite distracting. It's really in our street. For me, it's quite annoying. I don't know how it goes, and yeah, better for you guys than it does for me. So I'm gonna have to look up some things because I don't think I can be doing much because I don't have the artwork yet on this machine. All the artwork is still on the old machine, and I have the old machine. I can show you guys right here. But to get it to my other machine will take a little bit of time and some planning. I will probably put it somewhere in the cloud so I can get it back on this one. Hey, the city is nice of you to join. Yeah, well, I don't know if I'm the master yet, but I'm back anyway. All the artwork is gone, so I'm probably going to work on some new things, maybe some buildings or stuff like that that I could put in here later. Or yeah, I don't know. Maybe I will work on creating another piece of wall so I can have some bit of deviation from the other one. Uh, all that kind of stuff I'm going to have to see right now. And I'm hot as hell, so I'm going to turn on my ventilator. Also, again, I hope that doesn't bother you guys, that the sound of the ventilator. It just keeps me a little bit cooler, that's all. So, yeah, here we go. I must say I'm very happy that I got this installed already, at least. I also upgraded the project to the newest version of Unity, that is LTS. And LTS, of course, stands for long-term support. And what I also did, you will see it here, if I can open that there. My projects are now on that newer version, and I have even one that's on a tech release version. So yeah, that's going to be something that I can experiment with a little bit. And yeah, I'm very happy to have a new laptop. It seems at least that this is so far a lot more fluent. I don't seem to have any dropping frames, so that is very nice. And we have a beginning of something that could become nice. At least now I can develop a little better. A little better. Yes, should be a little better. You should have seen me today when I went to the office and got my new laptop. I felt like a kid in the candy store. It is so nice when you get that stuff. So let me see. I should have Sprite installed. Yes, I already did that. So that will start Steam again, most likely. Ooh, it's still in light mode. Sorry for your eyes, guys. This should be, where was that? Edit preference or something. I don't want that in light mode. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Theme. No, you don't have anything else. No, no. Download themes. Gonna have to have a dark theme. Thought it was standard, by the way, but whatever. Apparently not. Yeah, okay. Click download, download zip, whatever. Extract all. Yeah, sure. All that stuff. Read me. Not updated anymore as I do not use it. This one is exclusive, blah blah. No words. Yeah, what is it? Blah 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 blah. Download. Download zip. Uh-huh. Edit preference extension. Click add extension. Edit preference extension. Add extension. Uh, this PC. Oh god. There you go. Downloads. Dark theme. I guess. A sprite extension files. Nope. Oh, zip files. Maybe I should have the zip file. Don't know. There. Okay. Why? Okay. So edit. Where are you? Preferences. Theme. Dark gray. There we go. Better. Still not what I want, but better. Hey, unexpected game dev. So nice to join. Yeah, I'm experimenting a little bit. I hope everything is working. I don't think so. There's some stuff that is still not showing, like the ticker tape with the latest donation. The, I have that, and I don't see it yet. So maybe it works this time. I don't know how to set that up. I guess user settings. Nah, that's all good. Love setting up stream chat. At least is working. That's at least one thing. The latest subscriber also doesn't work. Now we have a stupid red bar that we don't want, so maybe I should take that away. You see the ticker? Why don't I? Almost out of my screen. Way below. Okay. Then that is funny because I do not see it. Um, the ticker, I will move it up then. Ah, there you go. Nice. Okay. So I should probably give that a background because this is unreadable. Color, not that. That's too dark. Um, no. Oh, whatever. Uh, a way to change that in another way? No. Well, at least it's there. And that's one. Latest subscriber, I guess it's just empty right now. That means I don't want to have that background. Why can I just not go transparent? Should be able to, right? Oh yeah. Where? Nope. Zero. Okay, done. Then it just falls away. Okay. So there we go. And yeah, it's this machine is empty. I do not have any of the artwork here. And yeah, of course I got Unity. I can do stuff in Unity. I can do some new artwork that I might be working on. And one of these days, I promise I will download the artwork from the other laptop, turn it on here, and be able to edit it here. But just a little bit, I can show you how much faster this goes. Look at that. Oh, it's loading on a different screen, but sorry guys. Done. Done loading. Here it is. That was before that took like minutes. So yeah, I'm amazed at how fast it is now. Really happy with it too. Oh yeah, I got offered a new job in a different department at work. I'm starting it in August. Congratulations, Decidius. That is amazing. I am really happy for you. What kind of job do you get now? Less time to talk, Max. Yeah, that's true. Officially, that would be now less time to talk. That is a shame. Well, I can still talk, you guys. I know how to talk, so let's see. Maybe I can start some buildings. I don't know um, how to make them a little bit more 3D. Also, I do not know. The Rijksmuseum, of course, we were working on, so it makes no sense to start working on that now. A file for that. Hey, AZ, welcome, welcome. More time to code and more less time to talk. Yeah, I currently do a lot of design work. The new job is more focused on my analysis skills, which is where my strengths are. Plus, I might get to code a bit in Python too. That is very good for you. I am not the greatest fan of Python, but that's not your problem, of course. It's still coding, and coding is coding. Every day with coding is a good day, right? So whenever we get to code, most people are happy. At least I am. So I'm also happy when I get to do a little bit of A sprite, of course. But I'm still learning that, and it's sometimes still very, very hard. Um, Let me have a reference photo of some canal buildings in Amsterdam. Or maybe what I could do is have a little look at um, my art folder, so I can at least maybe uh, work on the canal wall, because I have the A-sprite file. Do I have the A-sprite file? No, I do not. I do. Yes, I do. There you go. So here I was working on this to have a little bit of an alternative version of that wall that I could start using. And for that, I was doing the tiled view. Where's that tiled mode? So at least I can see if it's gonna be looking nice. It's really nice that I figured that out the other day. So at least I have one file that I still have, because of course all the other ones I moved out of the project because of the fact that it was slowing down my PC too much. And look how fast that loaded, so I'm super happy. And you know, I'm now using Streamlabs desktop, and it's not slowing down. It's not having any dropped frames, and yeah, that makes me entirely happy. It's really terrible, but I'm such a kid in the candy store with these kind of things. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to play around with this. Yeah, I have a Ferrari now. It's quite accurate, I think. And yeah, now I'm gonna have to make sure that this is not too much the same, or Lamborghini. Which one do we like better? Ferrari laptop. You know, it could also be one of those power cars. You know, the like a Ford Mustang, but the old ones, right? The ones that make a lot of noise, like big engine noise. That could be cool. Anyway, I think it's pretty clear that I'm very happy. I like myself a lot of the power cars. For me, maybe that's even the better ones than those Nissans and stuff like that. Nothing against Nissan though, but yeah, it's very nice to know that you can actually uh, drive a car that makes a lot of noise and it's still got an engine to play with, because that is something that's missing a lot now. It's always funny. I don't know if that's me, but I was supposed to be. There you go. I was supposed to be able to get that color, and it just didn't do it. So let me see a little bit, and let's start with some new part of the wall. Should be fine and interesting. The good thing is, of course, it doesn't have to be perfect. We just have to play around with this as we go along. Just would like to have the colors the same. Well, not the same, but similar, so we don't have a ton of different colors everywhere. And then we'll just see what it becomes. I've also abandoned Blender in favor of digital art and animation. The short version, I realized my passion for animation stems from cartoons, so I figured I would focus on that over 3D animations. Well, you should always follow your dream, right? If you like something better than the other thing, then yeah, it works. that is it, right? You will not do your best work if you don't do something that you really truly love. So I would always encourage that myself. And yes, this is fat, but the problem is pixel art is still slow to create. There's no way I can make that faster for some reason, unless I become NMC Eunice, which I'm not. So the only thing I can do is make it as fast as I possibly can, and not be too critical about what I'm actually producing here. I guess this part of the wall will be a little cleaner than the other one. You can always have some cleaner parts. Yeah, it's quick. It's really quick. Good to realize it now and not 10 years down the Blender path. Yeah, exactly. And unexpected. Congratulations on getting your ticket for Blender in Amsterdam. That is very nice. I'm wanted to join stuff like that as well, but at least we're getting somewhere because I also have signed up for Unity, the next Unity event in the Netherlands. So oh yeah, just be careful because my moderator Streamlabs is a bit strict on the capitals. Some messages from you. Nothing against you for sure, because you know we love you, right? It's just sometimes people just don't know how else to use anything except for capitals, and that's something we want to avoid. It becomes a bit too much. I'm super happy that you guys don't seem to hear anything from the big band that's playing outside. I do, and I'm not happy. I don't know what that was, but it sounded like somebody killed a chicken or something. Same for me, but then for 3D. Yeah, yeah. All these events can be quite interesting, and it's not often that they come to our places, right? So whenever they do, you really wanna try to get a place, and then when you get them, of course you're happy. Back on the Blender path and love it. Yeah, I've tried to get into Blender, but so far I wasn't able to. I really don't have those kind of skills yet. I thought the same, of course, of pixel art. So let's face it, maybe I can. I just never did yet, and it's a lot. Yes, all those different programs become a lot to handle, and yeah, uh, it's fine that there's a lot to do, obviously, because keeps us sharp. But you cannot expect somebody to know everything, right? You can, but would be quite illogical. Actually tried learning Blender 14 years ago. The fact that the select button was right mouse button didn't discourage me, but the fact I couldn't get extrusion working annoyed me so much I quit. the, you know, the fact that I was watching, what's his name, Infenzia, and thinking to myself, I'll never be able to do it like that guy. That kind of discouraged me, to be honest. I was like, nah, this is not something. So fun that this guy can do it, but I can't. And maybe it's time to do something that I can do. Sometimes I have to look at my preview window just to make sure that it looks like anything at all. It's pretty okay, I guess. I think my daughter or my son don't want to sleep because I think I hear my wife talking to one of them. Or they can't because of the big band. Wouldn't be surprised. It's my daughter. I can hear her. Poor thing. And poor my wife, of course, because yeah, she also wants her to sleep. It's a decision I will not quickly understand. Why would you do a big band in a street with a lot of children? Because it's not just us. There's like 6, 7 young children in this tiny street. So, yeah, why would you do a big band in a weekday that the kids have to go to school the day after? Don't get it. Blender noob too, but I decided I don't care anymore what others think or say. We all have to start somewhere, and I wasted valuable years discouraging myself. I'm just doing it, and now see what happens or not. One thing is for sure, I'm having fun with it, and that's how it should be, right? So, yeah, I really think that's how it should be. And does anyone know how to say a shout out to an expected game dev? Because she deserves a shout out. If you don't follow Unexpected Game Dev yet, really do so. She's very cool to hang around. Uh, she has a very nice stream that she just started recently. She doesn't have many viewers yet, so I would say just join her and you will see that she's very cool. Very, very friendly and just like me, beginner friendly. So she will for sure show you that it's very nice to work in Blender, what you can do with Blender, and she will figure it out herself as she goes. So there's sometimes things that she doesn't know either, just like I don't know half of the time what the heck I'm doing, and that also creates a nice atmosphere, if you ask me, because basically that means you get to learn with her, and who doesn't like learning, right? Nowadays. So yeah, go check her out. You will not regret it, I promise. Such a slow process to actually do this pixel by pixel, but yeah, I wanted to have a diversity to it. So if I don't do it pixel by pixel, it will become very bland and look the same. And that's not something I want. I haven't streamed since the game jam. That's a shame, though. I was happy I could watch you at least once. Maybe you should do it again, unless you don't like it, of course. Then you should definitely not do it. Just like I just told you, do things that you like. If you don't like it, don't do them. It will not make you better anyway. But I liked your stream. It was nice to see you. And I totally failed at the game jam. Couldn't get anything to work. Then they didn't have any more time. I really just kind of demotivated myself for a little bit. I even thought to myself, why the heck am I doing this? I cannot do this shit. And I started to talk myself down again, which I really dislike about myself, but sometimes happens. It's just because basically I failed at a lot of things before, and I don't want to fail now, especially because this is a game about my daughter and should be good. So yeah, then you get a little hard on yourself sometimes, which is not needed at all, but you do it anyway. So yeah, that's basically what happened. I've just been thinking about what I want to stream. I think that's the primary stopping block. Yeah, yeah. Well, if you cannot figure out yet what it is you would like to stream about, then for sure you should not maybe stream yet. Maybe hold off until you know what you want to talk about. And as soon as you know, like, okay, this is going to be something that people will like, this is what I would like to talk about, then yeah, just keep going. So, yeah, I just kind of noticed in my stream chat users that Payaso is also here. It's my twin, Payaso Max. Welcome. You're probably just lurking. It's fine. Payaso Max is a streamer also, and he is somebody who streams games, playing them actually, but also sometimes does just nice talks while he does a walk or stuff like that. And he's a very, very nice guy. His name is also Max, just like me. His wife is called Stephanie, just like mine. And his son is called Owen, but he thought of the name Luca for a while, and that's the name of my son. So he's basically really my online twin. And I found him by accident, so that is a super awesome thing. I really, really am amazed that I have like a twin on internet, and that's super cool. So yeah, yeah, he really is my twin. That's insane, right? Like, how could you even imagine that to be the case? Let me keep that line going because preview, you're in the way. Like, it's a glitch in the matrix. Yeah, something like that, right? And he's super cool. He's very nice. So yeah, I follow him, and every now and then I lurk at his stream, and then he lurks in my stream. And he basically also was trying to help me to get to affiliate, which I now achieved. So yeah, I'm also very grateful for that. So, oops, this section is gonna get blurred most likely, but I'd like. Oh, got to do it correctly. I'd like to have the lines where they should be, and then I blur out things. So then I can get the details correct. And I'm still just using a mouse. That's also one of the things that's going to be on the list to make the mouse be replaced by a drawing tablet, which should make this also a lot faster and easier to do. Just gave you a follow so I can hang out while you figure stuff out. There you go. Don't say I didn't do anything for you there, Decidius. And you unexpected, but I know you already know that. So love this little family feeling. Really is online here. It feels really like a family. I think game developers are the coolest bunch. They're also supportive and gamers as well. By the way, I didn't know how supportive those people can be, but they really want you to succeed, right? And let's face it, as a game developer, I'm gonna need gamers in the end because they're gonna have to play the game to make it a success. And if I can get some streamers like Payaso, for example, to like the game and actually play it and stream it, maybe, then you never know where we could get, right? If people start liking your game, then yeah, they're gonna stream it, and other people will see it and can go really big that way. I'm not expecting to go big though. I'm expecting just to make a game and hopefully create a good game that hopefully will get some recognition. And yes, we are the figure stuff out gang. I mean, that's the best kind of gang, right? You need to be, yeah, you need to have a lot of people to figure things out. If you don't figure things out, you will never get anywhere. The other day, I was having a short talk with Moonis. For those of you who do not know Moonis, it's Moonis with double O N I double Z. He's also a streamer. He's I think from Sweden, if I'm not wrong. And he offered me a uh, tutoring session, and he looked at me together with me at the drawbridge code that I was doing and the drawbridge problem that I was facing. He was totally unprepared, and we tried a few things together. We didn't figure it out, but it was so cool to be able to share that with somebody else and have their way of thought. He does this for 15 years. I've been starting last year. So for me, this is very new, and he does this, well, basically in his sleep. And to figure out that he also has trouble getting this to work, which is not something, of course, I like to see, but it also makes me realize you're not doing so bad. It's just something that you need to figure out. It's hard, and it's supposed to be hard, and that's fine. That is also what I like to show people when I'm streaming. It's okay to fail. We're all learning here, and nobody knows everything yet, right? Even the ones who are seasoned, who do this every single day, they don't know everything either. So he was also having trouble finding the way if it should be a hinge joint or a fixed joint, or anything else like that. It's nobody is perfect and nobody knows it all. And I think that a lot of people still need to hear that, me included, because sometimes I really think, why the heck am I doing this? I'm so terrible. I don't know how to do this. And it's stupid. You should never say that to yourself because you're not. Nobody is stupid. We're all figuring things out. So yeah, let's hope that we can keep that mindset for ourselves a little bit more, and then be fair to each other or ourselves basically. Um, so because this is going to be a little different than the other one, I want to make like, and I guess even pixel artists like Adam C. Eunice, I'm sure he has moments where he has no idea what he's doing. And then the biggest thing is he doesn't feel afraid to figure it out. If you just give yourself the opportunity to learn, to try, fall flat on your face and dust yourself off and go again, I think that's how you become one of the greats. Sadly, I learned that lesson way too late in life. Oh well, better late than never. Hey guys, you probably don't have anything to complain about. I don't know how old you are, Decidius, but at 47, I think I have you beat. So you turned 30, exactly 31 days ago. Yeah, you're such a young grasshopper, man. You've seen nothing yet. Yeah, we are definitely older, and there's something for every age, right? It's uh, it's great that there's people who are young and had the opportunity to learn at an earlier age. And I really wish sometimes that I had that opportunity when I was young. Um, I didn't. I didn't know about any of this, so yeah, of course I couldn't do it. And now I do, and I love learning. Yeah, you just wait, young man. Patience, young grasshopper. Patience, Padawan. That doesn't fit in my references of either Gandalf or Bob Ross. I should figure one out with Gandalf, like the wizard who is never late or never early. That would make it more interesting, right? I need to collect myself some of the quotes for that. Maybe there's some interesting ones that I can actually put in the stream sometimes. That would be interesting. I knew about it. My parents just spent 9 years speedrunning video games in my young adult years, and it was really sad. Oh well, I don't think that's sad. It's something you just did, and it's fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Uh, Color there, because I think I want to have it look like it's twining over. There we go. That looks kind of interesting. Maybe I will also want to change this one. For some reason, it doesn't want to be in that one. I don't know why. Why can I not draw here? Does anyone know that? It's not like I'm not allowed to draw in both, right? Maybe because I'm in the tiled mode? Let me see. It's funny. Kind of, it's like a different layer or something. Where's my layers? Layers. View. Where are they? Huh, I don't see them. View. Timeline? No. Show. Layer edges? No. Could it be because of the grid? Yeah, it could be, but makes no sense to me. It's like two parts of the same thing. Maybe for some reason I need to click in it first to start drawing in it? No, I just can't draw in that. It's not stuck, right? Something new that I haven't seen before. Oh well. Oh, it seems like it also doesn't sometimes want to select my eyedropper tool. It's like it's stuck somewhere else. I want to make this the same so that we at least have an idea of where we are. But that's a different layer, isn't it? Should be. I need to see those layers. Move it up from the bottom of the screen. Um, but for that I need to see something first. I don't see it. I don't see anything that looks like layers. That's where we have internet for, right? So let me look it up. A sprite show layers window. I think I looked that up before already. Layer visible menu or shift X. Shift X. Shift X. What? No, that's not what I want. Maybe it's in a different screen. If you hover your cursor over the ledge edge of the frames, I don't see the frames either. Maybe I should just do view timeline or something. I like it when I can figure it out. I can push it all the way down in a way. Well, it was just hidden. It was just not there. So, but then still, which layer is what? Aha. Okay, that doesn't make much sense, but then at least I know that that was that layer. So now I should be able to draw on it again. I can. That is the stupidest thing. Then I have to switch between those layers. Didn't do that very smart, but yeah. Whoever said I was smart, they probably didn't know me yet. Back to the tiled mode, that should work again. So I'll make this dirty in a different kind of way. I don't want to have all the vines everywhere all the time. I just need them to connect, basically. So I will have to have something here to make this connect to that one. So I will go probably a little bit more like that, and then just have it stop somewhere. So this should be here. I'll be hopping into a workshop by Captain Coder in 20 minutes, learning to code a text-based adventure in C Sharp. That sounds awesome, and if I could join that myself, I would probably do that also. Well, let me know how that went, and let's talk about that another day. You know where to find me anyway, right? Uh, you might be able to lurk if you want to lurk, lurk. If you don't, then it's also fine. You know I like you anyway, so be wherever you want to be. I will let you know. Yeah, that's very nice. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Let's see, that looks okay-ish. So this way at least we'll already have some difference. And then let's do some bottom part again. That will be blurry. But first I have to draw it. Okay, I just did like a little bit more like this. Can draw that a little more freehand, right? Just have to be careful because it connects basically. So the bottom part I will have that dark color again. Let's put it like that, like 3 or something, like I had it before. Because that I want to basically keep going. And a little lighter. Just so everything has a bit of the same kind of feel to it that it did before. So yeah, I'm just going to use that. I do that faster with a thicker brush, but I don't want to overshoot it. Still do it too fast. By the way, the other day I saw the new Dungeons and Dragons movie. It was here in the Netherlands. You have something called Pathé Thuis, and I still had some money left on it. I'm like, oh, that's cool. I can actually watch that movie. So I took my chance and I watched it while my wife was away anyway. It was pretty cool. I liked that movie. It was not the greatest, of course, but I think from anything Dungeons and Dragons, I think that might have been the best one I've seen so far. And of course, that's not saying so much because there's not so many great movies about Dungeons and Dragons. So yeah, of course you will have some bad ones. It's not contour. This should be the green bucket green. Where was that smudge tool thing again? It's not here. Is that this one? I don't know. I don't think so. Doesn't make it blurry. Here, blur. There we go. It's just so it doesn't look so clean down here, right? And the closer it gets to the water, the more, of course, I want it to be a bit smudgy. It's not clean anymore. So now that we have that, let's think about something that we can put here to make it a little bit less clean. Because obviously a wall doesn't look so clean after a while. And not 100% sure how to go about it yet. I think I will put some specks of color that are not supposed to be there, like for example this. Uh, Especially not in Amsterdam. Yeah, you're totally right about that. Amsterdam and a clean wall, that basically means that wall has just been put, otherwise it would not be clean anymore. Just there's got to be an easier way to make it look like it's dirty than I know, because every time I try, it looks it still looks stylized and clean, right? Uh, so I'm not 100% sure how to do this. It's gonna probably look terrible for most people, but I'll just create some of those things that look different. And if you look at it quickly from a little bit of a walk on the wall, then it will probably look more like it's dirty. At least I hope so. I might have to do that on the other side as well. At least it has less fines, so it should already be quite a different thing. Because otherwise, everything will look the same, and I don't like that. A wall should have some diversity. I probably will have like a few more wall structures, so I can just create some variation. If I look at it from a distance, it starts to look a little bit better. Like this is not so clean, but it probably will also need some different colors for that. It's funny because the big band is supposed to still play, but I don't really hear them at the moment. But then again, my daughter is supposed to be sleeping, and I don't think she's doing that. Is something because this is supposed to have a line here, which also means that it's going to need the shadow line there as well. Sometimes it really hurts being like me, wanting everything perfect. Finally figured out how to import brushes into Photoshop. Maybe use a spray can and a spray. I've tried using the spray can, but becomes a mess so fast. I am not good at that. I've tried it. I can try it again, but was here, right? Yeah. And it goes here. Look at that. Look at that. It goes so fast. Maybe like that. Just put it like this. Does it look like anything? Just like in real life. Scale it. I will make it a little smaller here, like 5. I don't know, 60. Yeah, I will for sure now go for different colors, more like highlights also. Somebody just went haywire with a paint bucket. it's for sure more quick. You're true. That's very, very, very true. Uh, it's not hard to do anything more quick than I do. Not sure I'm on the page yet that I like it, but at least we're getting something. I like how you think unexpected, and it's not so unexpected that you're fast to think. Just again, my layer with my it's gone. I must have somehow it's the tab. Tab just turns it off. There you go. That I didn't know. Put it on the list for reiteration. Yeah, that for sure is on the list of reiteration. Uh, by somebody who actually knows what they're doing. So yeah, so this one is the one that I should probably replace, and then yeah, now I have a mess really here. Um, because I don't want to go too difficult. Just gonna take out. Okay, this one is okay. Should just take it out here. Yeah, that's gonna be something I have to do later for sure. I am. I've made already a mistake, so I'm just gonna make sure that I can use this and then play with it later, make it better. Do 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 the chicken. That's what I figured at least. I already over read that entire thing. You said Moby. I didn't see that. I saw it, but I didn't connect the dots there. For me, it was just maybe. I think I'm gonna have some stiff competition in streaming in a moment because if our big friend the Captain Coder is going live, he might have some more people watching that. Oh, whoa, whoa, no, no, there you go. Anyway, we're getting somewhere. We're gonna have a different wall texture in a moment, so that's nice. Beginning. I mean, I don't expect it to go super fast. I mean, everything I'm doing is going faster, but still, I need time. I'm not fast. It's funny that you have to figure out yourself what you're actually saying. Makes it really funny for me. For me, it's really. Sometimes I do the craziest things, and then I think about it, and I'm like, well, why did you do that? Like this, for example. I think I was just filling it up so I could see what it would look like with the street in there. But yeah, there is no street in there yet. I'm gonna have to make the street on a separate layer or a separate image even, so that it can have a little bit of a tilt in it where you walk. I was looking at that last week, but I couldn't figure out yet how to make it nice. So that's why I didn't. Oh, okay. Yeah, of course. Add components. Yeah, it's gonna be box collider, but gonna have to edit them so that the box collider is not there, but here. Like I did last time, I'm gonna have to make a prefab out of that, so all of them will have the same behavior. And it looks like there's a little overlap between those walls, but they seem to connect better. Don't exactly know why they have to have that overlap, but they seem to need it. So this should work. There we go. And that actually looks pretty okay. I don't know why it was stuck there. Ah, because of the bridge. A little bit of thing is actually enough to get me stuck. That's something I'm gonna have to check also. That's a bug, as we would call it, right? And this is one of the projects I'm gonna have to do next. This bridge is gonna have to open, and this is gonna have to stay straight. And what I've been thinking of, especially after that session I have with Moon, is to basically make that a single bar and use two fixed joints that should keep this thing together. For that, I will need the original artwork, so I can make that a single bar that I can put in between it and just move along with what we get. So that should be fine. Okay, so now that I have this, let me go to my prefabs. And we have the canal wall. Let's put this. Let's change the name. Canal one. Then we have that one that we can put here. And this one is the different type. So we're gonna call that canal wall 02 and make a prefab out of that as well. Replace these. So now I'm gonna have to duplicate, and hopefully now I can snap. Actually, that would be nice. Should be able to. Control Shift Shift, right? For some reason, snapping don't work. I'm sure it would, but it doesn't. That is such a strange thing, but it actually is the same. It works, but weird. That looks like it's better. Looks good to me. So I hope it also looks good to you guys. I'm gonna have to copy that and put them to the other side. looks okay-ish. Just a little too far to the right. Not much, just a tad. There. I think that's it. There we go. It's in the correct place now. So we recreated wall, but we have a little bit of difference in between it now. So now it's not just, oh cool. I didn't even know that. That's a new feature of Unity also, to show that outline of the clouds. I guess that's my clouds being selected. I never saw that before. Did you guys ever see that? It's really cool. I didn't know that worked that way. It's the 2022 version that has this feature apparently. Before I never saw it outlined, or maybe my laptop was just not fast enough to show me. That could also be. Who knows? Um, Now what shall I do? Because I basically made this. I have to play. Yeah, I already did. So that we have put the chain in between here, because that one is supposed to be a little more like the other chain is. So I could try to do that. Okay, so right here, let's create an empty part again. Um, Bending chain, I guess. Bending chain. Let's put that a little bit near the other chain. Hey, Sticks. It's going pretty okay. I got a new laptop, so I can finally stream using Streamlabs Desktop without it losing frames like constantly. I am able to now stream at a better speed. Uh, Everything works a little easier. Things are faster. Going to Visual Studio was super snappy, so that is very nice. So for now, I'm super happy camper. But yeah, I'll be having to create some new chains and stuff like that. I was still doing that, and I was about to make a chain that hangs in between this part, because that's a little bit more bendy. This one is still terrible. This one is supposed to stay straight, and it doesn't. That's one of the things that I was trying to fix the other day with Moonis, who looked at it together with me or anything. So he had no clue what to be doing here. And then we were looking at it together. We had some options. We looked at different things, but we couldn't really figure it out on the spot. We only had like half an hour normally, but we spent an hour. It was good for me to figure out that also he has trouble figuring these things out, so I didn't feel so stupid. Because yeah, you can really start to feel stupid when you're doing this stuff and have no clue what you're doing. Um, I'm kind of confused, by the way. I'm pretty sure I just had this wall as prefabs and it somehow reverted back. Am I daft here? I did make a cannon wall 1 and a cannon wall 0. I am confused here. Do that wrong. I didn't press any Control Z or anything. Wait up, wait up, wait up. That is still fine. How on earth are they gone? Okay, this is something I am finding very weird. I had this, I threw them away. For some reason now all my changes that I made here are gone. I'm gonna have to position them again. Okay. Hooray, hooray, hooray. knows that it's supposed to go there, and it knows that is supposed to go there. I guess at least that is good. So then I can move these. Delete them again. Move them. Boom. At least now it's working as I expected that it's good. It would have been nice to see that up close and personal. There. Almost. There we go. Light, tiny, tiny. Okay. Now it snaps also. I don't know why that went wrong before. No clue. But this at least looks like we have a wall connecting again. Although I'm not 100% happy with that one. Tiny bit. So hard sometimes to get them correct. Especially if you have to move them all at the same time. There we go. How are we doing? That's more or less correct. I should point that light a little better because you guys still hardly see me. I was dumb enough not to turn on the light when I went upstairs. I could turn it on, but then, yeah, I'd have to leave my machine and everything. Um, okay, so we have that going for us again. I'm gonna have to change these railings of the bridge then for that to look a little bit nicer, to be better at this place. But the thing is, I do not have the artwork yet on this new laptop, so I cannot easily do that. Can do just open a PNG in a sprite and do it from there. I might. I'm not sure yet. Um, but yeah, let me show you now how fluent this goes. Before, this would be really terrible to look at for you guys because it was just too slow. And now actually I can run. There's some glitches though. I don't know if you see the same glitch as I do, but there's like a blink here. Not all the time, it's just sometimes. No clue why it renders like that, but it does sometimes. Same that the water reflection sometimes needs to go back. I also still don't understand that. At least it's there and it works. And yeah, and I'm gonna really have to basically wait with doing the making prefab out of the drawbridge until I have every part of that correct. So now I wanted to make You should have audio again. For some reason, my USB device did stop working. Anyway, you can hear me again, right? Because audio just stopped working for a second. So I was just saving in between, and then it went wrong. Yeah, I don't know what was happening there. It just, I think the levels here of this one is a bit too high though, so I'll turn it down. I think this should be better, right? Otherwise, it's just constantly in yellow. I don't think that's nice. Sorry, you will have a little bit more surrounding sounds that you don't want to hear, maybe, but that's the only way I can now make it work. Rich, left, hanging chain. Glad I'm back. So for that bridge left hanging chain, I will have to make first one anchor point, basically. And there's still something weird in this one. I noticed this before and I never fixed it. Pixels that are still there that are not supposed to be here. And you can, or I'm not sure if, I think it must be in the left standing part. Let's see if I can open that. Just open a PNG, I guess. Be that one. There you go. There you go. Already gone. Finally fixed it. Probably have it on the other side as well. There you go. Right pillar. Fixing some small errors are always the nicest ones because they can easily be done. Now I'm gonna have to, like I did with this left arm chain, you have in the arm and have an anchor point that they start from, and then I will put hinge joints in between. Instead, will basically um, connect. It's weird feeling that there's a difference there, and it is. Things, I guess, if this should connect, and it doesn't. Let's not get too distracted with those kind of things at the moment. I want to have the hanging chain. Maybe I can make that happen today. So it's going to connect basically between this point here and this point here. There will be some change in between, and that's, of course, when this opens, it will fold in a little bit. That's supposed to. I have to play around with that a lot because I have no clue what is the best way to do that. So I will have chain links like I have here, and I will have a lot of them, but less than here, of course. Might have to be able to do 2 points fixed, and then the other ones should be hinge joints, but I don't know. Maybe I should have different things so they bend more in a certain way. That is stuff that I don't know yet. So the first chain link I will have to put, where's that chain link? In level decoration, I mean? Where did I put that chain link? First one will go right here. No clue where it's at. There, okay. Expect it to be. A little bit more to it's not much. And I probably will want to rotate that a little bit. There you go. And the funny thing is, you will not see this one, not really at least. And I want to make fixed joint 3D. So that will stay in place. It's supposed to at least. And then I will have a lot of nuts. Let's put first another fixed one in there. That should be it. And I might want to rotate that a little more than the other one. Name them a little bit easier because the other ones were like chain link, everything is chain link, and that's not very logical. So let's call this bottom anchor point. We have something that is clearly different, and now we're going to have to put enough anchor points to basically connect them. Lower than that. First one, basically. Chain link is in the wrong spot, should be there. To rotate them after a while, of course. But first, make sure that they're all in there. Going, so that's also something that we need to do something about. So let's put this in order one. Now we're actually showing. Connect them this way. Rotation will have to be automatically. I have no clue how to do the rotation myself properly. So yeah, that's something I'm gonna have to look into. Sure, there's gonna be an easier way than this. We grow as our challenges grow. Ain't that correct? That is absolutely true. I am very happy to be learning anyway. I really enjoy this. Fan of learning. I've always said that, and I really mean it. Me, learning is one of the highlights of my. Whenever I'm learning, I feel happy. If I'm not learning anything, I feel sad. Because every day should be about getting better, right? The better we get, the more different challenges we will get. And you get a little bit of that feeling that I talked about also. The more you know, the less you know. Like the layers of an onion. You know, the more you know, the more you will figure out that of everything you think you know, it's only just a fraction of what's out there. So you will realize that you really know almost nothing yet. And that's something that my dad used to tell me. And at that time, I thought to myself, like, this guy is full of crap. And now I know he was not. like really the layers of an onion. The further away you get, the bigger the entire thing is. Patient on this for sure. No. Self the connections because I'm gonna do the joints right after this. So yeah, I'm gonna have to, let's move it like this already. But otherwise, I think because it's probably gonna be basically something that connects to here, and it should pull itself to actually look straight. So let's basically first put this one here. Oh, not there. And let's give all these other ones hinge joint 30. And now that we have that, we have to put the connecting rigid bodies. And that's the thing that is the hardest. Because basically that means that this one will have this one, and you cannot just put the one into the other. It doesn't work if you do it all at once. Tried. So you have to click them one by one and just go like that. This is connected, that is connected. It's just, it's okay. It's just a lot of work and a very slow. Where you need waiting music or the circus music, the speed up music where you see me and do this in a time lapse or something. If it would be a tutorial, that would be totally something I would show. Unfortunately, let's see what this does. We have auto configure, so let's put top anchor point. Let's look at this one again. You had the left arm, that was a chain one, was kinematic, and then you had the bottom one, kinematic. Now I don't think I have these kinematic, no. At least they're more stuck in place. Stuck too much in place. But my anchor point should move with the bridge. And I know why that is. That is because this bottom anchor point also should be part of my Now that at least is moving. As you can tell, now my anchor point is moving with the bridge, so that is what I expect it to do. But the rest of it is not moving as I'm expecting it to do that. So now that we have a little bit of progress, we're gonna have to figure out why this is going the way it's going. I had this one, it was connected to chain link 49. That is normal. 50, that's fine. The thing maybe. See me properly, but I think I'm gonna have just a second and I'll turn on the light and grab some water so you guys can tell me to hydrate if you want to. Anyway, I'll be right back. Give me a second. Sorry about that, but I'm back with water. So we are still not 100% sure, of course, why things are not connecting. They're supposed to connect. And let me see the difference. Six node is actually a hinge joint for that one. Change this to a hinge joint instead. And then it does connect better in a way. Should not be so far apart. So something to do with this. Or linear drag is too much so that it can go too far apart. I did see before to configure connection. That was something that worked before. Doesn't seem to do much this time. Well, at least they're all connected, right? It's the beginning. Could go worse. Anyway, let's position these things a little better. Chain. Yes, that should be. Especially here. Look at that, how far you are away. Should go. to see how much they should hang. I think even more than this. Really the best, but probably going to be. But it's getting it to do something really way too far apart. So we need to get them closer together. And that is what I'm trying to do right now. Together, at least they will connect. And if they're connected, that should get some actual connection now that they will be moving at more or less the same curve. Um, it's a guess. It's like I can tell you this is painstakingly precise. I wrote that them all at once. That would be cool. Keep them connected. So that's also not the greatest. Yeah, maybe if I do it like this and then move them as well. More or less the correct direction. So what if I do the other ones as well? Ah, like move them, rotate them. First of all, let's rotate them. It sort of works, which also means ranges, and that the other ones are still not. They will need to go more like there. guess I missed like 5 of these. Or 2 more, and then we're done. Those can move a little bit. No idea if this is gonna look nice. Anyway, this correct one, this one. Three and 12 should connect to 20. Correct again. Satisfied with that. That actually seems to be sort of working, except for the fact that this one moves too far away. With the rest is what I expect. Stops, and that is not nice. Right. Funny. Funny. So I would say that these are not allowed to rotate that much. So maybe I should turn off this now. That sometimes seems to be the problem. That makes it stay connected so far. Spoke too soon, spoke too soon. Somehow this one gets separated from its anchor point a lot, because the anchor point is still there. What makes it able to stay so far apart from? On that, I actually kind of like this. I turned that to 10 degrees. Unfortunately, your Unity skills are. You have other skills that I don't have, you know? So that's fine. Maybe one day you'll figure I can try that myself, and then you make something absolutely awesome in Unity, and then you can just laugh and say, I know how that goes. You just don't know shit. And that's all fine. And just stay together, except for that last one, doesn't it? Staying at the same place. Like dancing. Cool. Maybe I should add something like angular drag or something like that. I did that before with you. Allows for 5 degrees of anchor, and the angular drag is 50, which is a lot higher than the other ones are here. 50. Let's see what happens there. Well, better, except now because of the limitations, I guess, of the angle that I have, it goes further away from the ground part. But it does have more, they stay better together. This is, I think, an improvement. So if I just say they can move like 180 degrees, what happens then? It still doesn't stay connected to that one, and that is what I don't understand. Because that's basically my issue. The rest is nice, that looks like a chain and how it's supposed to fold. But that last part doesn't stay connected to its anchor point, and it should. Why are you not staying connected to your anchor point? Let's say, because this one did. That one is connected to this. But that one does have 359 degrees that it's allowed to turn. This one also has that. Stay connected to that one. Talk about a hinge joint, and we are talking about a kinematic one, so it should be the same. Hinge simulated. Sim so weird. Sure, it has to do something with that last one, but it looks the same as the other one. And if you look here, the chain, this one perfectly stays in place because it's connected to its anchor here. Basically rotate the entire way. Join 7, upper angle 5. Different. That's how you know that I know shit about how to do this stuff in Unity, and I'm still learning. Oh well, it's fine. What if I, instead of that one, try to move just for just for fun? Let's see what happens. Those want to keep connected, so you see that they're connecting. Same bit with the 20, but for whatever reason, it has a lot of angular space, and I don't understand it. Oh, let's turn that off. Maybe that helps. It does. There you go, guys. We got a working chain. We'll still need to move a little bit of the anchor points, but it's working. Did it. So now that we have that, we can put the same trick on the other side. Probably gonna fail again like twice or 3 times. Doesn't really matter. We will figure it out again. But at least this works. And this chain does what I want it to do. And that is one of the big achievements of today, I would say. Uh, I think for whatever reason, bridge too far. On this side, it doesn't have that issue, but here it's not aligning. Good. Why is that not aligning anymore? 744. Right pillar minus 3742. This I would say. That would mean that the ground moving has actually moved. The ground moving has moved. No, it didn't. That's not the issue. I know what is the issue. Hard coded that the left pivot point arm pivot points. Changed something there. I know that for sure. I think the pivot point has changed. I'm gonna have to figure that out again. Drawing of the gizmo. That's fine. See, it's moved. Ground itself has moved. Calculating that. Ground moving and right ground moving. Let's see that right ground moving. Actually at the edge. And this one is not. Should be here, not there. Yeah, we did this with Moody's. There we go. Now it's back. It's back where it's supposed to be. I was like, this is not correct. It's moving away in a way that's not supposed to, and now it's perfectly again. Yeah, that's where we want it. Nice. Okay, so we can turn this off again. It's always nice to have this so you can basically just see your debugging in place. Otherwise, you have no idea what's happening and why. Now we do. So that will be basically it for today. Soon. I have to save. As part of the process, I should do not that. I always forget that I have to do this now in Visual Windows 11. There's something that you might not be aware of either, but for some reason I cannot run everything the way I want it, so I have to run it as administrator. Now I have a perfectly looking terminal window, and if you're wondering why the heck do I want that, it's because now I see where I am in my branches. If I'm in my main branch, I have changes, and there's a little bit difference between the online version and the one that I have locally. So now what I message work for the bridge wall, for the canal wall, and added the left bendy check. That's basically enough of a commit message that it can do. Now that will add these things to the repository. So all I have to do now is git push source control, and we're up to date. And you can see the difference here because now there's nothing here left to push, no differences anymore. So if you ever want to have more understanding of how that works in Git, I can explain that one day if you want to, never a problem. And I think it's very important to do that. Basically, your Git repository will make sure that you are up to date all the time with your project. And that's how I got to download this project basically, well, in no time at all. Just connected to my Git account, downloaded my project, and there you go. I got it again. So big advantage of using Git. And that is something that I would like to stop at. So I'm going to have a look at who I can See that I don't accidentally have the sound on when I join someone. I think I might go to Acer Ash. Hope you guys will like to see that too. I think so. He's a very nice guy. So let's go start a raid. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. I hope you enjoyed that and hope to see you again one day. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I did my best and I hope it will be improving even more. Shame that my headset just went stopped working basically. I don't know why the rate is not working. Ah, you guys see anything like a rate going? I did that rate. Enjoy. Thank you, everyone.